Hey folks, we're back and we're at Circuit World here in Blue Ridge this morning. I'm your host BKP, and it's time for North Georgia Senior Living with Community Relations Director Jessi Barton. How are you?
I'm good. How are you this morning?
I'm great. You know, I'm sorry for the late notice last night. We're always, we like to be over at Sycamore Crossing, but we might have a little bit of rain coming through. Did last night, this morning, so we come inside. And
there was a little thunderstorm. I was teaching yoga, and it's thundering and lightning, and we had a lot of rain last night.
Well, last night I was sitting there and I'm watching TV, and it's Thursday, and I'll admit, I got a little tired, so I'm watching TV and it is pouring the rain, and Lisa looks over and says, "Is that rain?" I said, "Yeah, it's pouring the rain." And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, oh, maybe I should check the weather for in the morning. And I knew we have chances, and it is damp out there, so.
It is. I came up from LJ, and it was a lot of rain, a lot of water on the roads, and then I got here and it's damp, but the sun's trying to peek out, so.
Okay, so last week, before we get into it, do I pronounce it? Is it Mojito Garden? Mojito Garden. Okay, we're going to talk.
You have to say it fun. Mojito.
Oh, gosh.
It's
okay,
Friday.
So, all right, let's try this again. We're going to talk about the Mojito Garden in just a minute, okay, if you're wondering what that is. But
yes.
You had a whole group last week. You called me last week and you said, "Hey, can I get the gang?"
I know.
Yeah.
I felt so honored.
I'm getting them all leather jackets and tattoos. The gang, the panel. I'm going to get them the jackets, all-star political panel.
So is it going to be like the Pink Ladies jacket?
Yes, exactly. They got to get the all-star political panel, big tattoo on the arm, and the jacket. So when they go somewhere,
bandana,
everything, they're going to work everything. So.
None of
but
them are here
they're not. We had a great conversation last week, and I really liked that. And I want to say, you can always catch these segments and look at them again on our YouTube channel, FYN TV Fetch Your News. Go to the playlist, North Georgia Senior Living. And I really want to highlight that last week also, because what I've been trying to do here with our audience for now close to a year is I call it the concierge. You want to be the concierge to North Georgia Senior Living. And if anybody that is interested, if you're already here,
sure.
If you're interested in moving into the area, and we want to talk about Cameron Hall, but not just moving into Cameron Hall.
Right.
All right. Anything about moving into North Georgia as seniors, you're welcome. You're willing to work with them any way you can. Absolutely.
That's my ultimate goal, is to be a resource. I'm a helper by nature. I'm a giver. So if I can help somebody in this situation, even I almost joke that I need a counseling degree to hang on my wall at work as well, because a lot of times I'll just get families in there that I don't know what to do. And Bruce mentioned it last week. His parents, they tried having the conversation and they were just stubborn. We're not going, we're not moving. And so use me to walk through those scenarios. We can have conversations. I've got resources that can help you have those conversations and help move mom and dad. So there's there's phases of decision making.
Right.
So we can help you move your parents along those phases of decision making to where there is some action, whether it be Cameron Hall, whether it be getting somebody at the home to help. So I can help you move through those.
Well, I like last week, and that's why I'm highlighting that, and we will use that because I appreciate Bruce being very open. Mm-hmm. And Bruce represents what his comments represent a lot of people.
Yes.
A lot of people. And Bruce, which our audience knows from the All-Star Political Panel, they sit down with mom and dad. They had an amazing place. They did all the vetting, but their heels were dug in, and they were determined they're not going. And people deal with that every day. Bruce is in a large group that they deal with that.
Absolutely.
And that's difficult. But that's what you do, is try to work through that.
That's what we try to move them. We try to drill down, why do you want to stay at home so much? Why do you feel like that's home? We drill down. It's like the layers of an onion. We peel them back finding out, okay, well, why is this? Why is that? And so we work down to the ultimate issue, which is usually, something that we can objectively overcome, so.
Well, so folks, and that, as I was talking, is one of the reasons I wanted to talk about that. And you can look at our last week's segment as Jessi Barton, Community Relations Director at Cameron Hall, North Georgia Senior Living. I have said she's the senior living concierge to North Georgia. She has the personality. You have the personality and the perfect demeanor to sit down and talk with people and help them anyway. And I appreciate you. And so you never know, I might have to come and talk to you. I'm not getting old. I refuse to. Got it?
It's not. I've decided that age, once we reach adulthood, we're all just adults. We're not.
Got it. I like that.
We're not old. We're not necessarily young. We're just adults.
So down at Cameron Hall, you are doing these Mojito gardens.
Mojito.
Oh, you do. I like your Mojito much better. Tell them what you're doing down there at Cameron Hall and with this garden.
So with our new patio area, we really want to make use of this beautiful, amazing space. So on Tuesday, July 16th from 4 to 6 p.m., come by. We'll have mojitos, we'll have tapas. I got introduced into what tapas were. It's just kind of a fancy word for small plate refreshments, those kind of things, hors d'oeuvres, appetizers. And we'll also be sending you home. You'll be able to plant your own mojito mint. So you can take this little mint garden home with you, and you can either use it in your sweet tea, which I love, being southern down here and everything. I put my mint in my water. So we had the segment on drinking more water, so that helps me flavor my water. And then if you really love mojitos, you can have your own mojito mint to just go out to the garden. I think I'm going to pluck a few mint leaves and make a mojito.
Now, is that something, your activities that you have, is that something you can find on your website as far as an event, or how do people,
yes.
How do people that want to know things that you're doing at Cameron Hall, that they're welcome to come down and visit and also check out?
Absolutely. If you go to CameronHall.com, that is our webpage, and we do have an events tab. We have our calendar and newsletter available, as well as on our Facebook page. We always post those events, and then you can scroll through pictures and see what the residents have been doing.
My apology, but the pet of the week is looking over saying your time is up. I mean, she's waiting.
Cute.
We always have to. Well, listen, Jessi, we appreciate you very much. And again, Cameron Hall, easy to find on the internet, Cameron Hall of Ellijay. Contact Jessi today if you have any questions whatsoever. And one more thing before we go. Last week, holiday week with the 4th of July. This week, I think a lot of us, that was big vacation week. We're all getting settled back in. But last week, Jane said, why don't we come down to Cameron Hall? So we're working on that.
Yes.
That will happen this month. I'm going to throw it out there this month. That will happen. Jane, Rick, Bruce, we're all going down to Cameron Hall. We're going to do a segment down there. So we got to get together and plan that. So look for that. Again, North Georgia Senior Living with Jessi Barton, Community Relations Director at Cameron Hall. You can find that on our YouTube channel, fyntv.com, and fetch your news. Look at the playlist, North Georgia Senior Living. You have a nice, it's going to be a little rainy, but it's okay. It's
okay.
relaxing.
I'll be at Cameron Hall tomorrow, so.
It's relaxing.
It is.
All right.
Great book.
I have a great book I'm working on. Pet of the Week. The Pet of the Week from the Humane Society of Blue Ridge, right on the other side of these commercials.